Chapter 3, Winter. Nyom, I get to ride a puppy. Dismount from Neva? Why would I do that? Because I literally can't progress. Okay. Come on. How do I ride Neva again? Press LB when you see the icon at the bottom left to mount Neva. Okay. Yay. Good dogging. Whew. I'm expecting a fun chase scene in this level, since our new thing is riding Neva, who's super fast. Oh. No. Okay, how do I get up there? You gonna let Neva jump on this one anymore? No? Got it. I can Yoshi jump. I can do better. Take the momentum. Woo! I haven't had a puppy in a long time. My family is a big cat family. Because my grandma had a little catnip farm. Ow! Okay. But I did have a little puppy named Fritzy when I was a kid. And I was a little tiny guy. And Fritzy was the perfect size to wear my coats. I put my big puffy winter coats on him. Sorry, on her. And she didn't mind. I'm gonna always refer to her as him, just because, you know, dogs are boys when you're a kid. Oh. It's you there with the sword. Yarr! Rude. And then later in college, I did have roommates who asked, like, hey, can we get a dog? Or it was more like, we got a dog, is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, I'm never going to turn down the dog that's already been adopted. Like, I thought it was a terrible idea. Like, we were college students and definitely didn't have the time or capacity to help a poor, lonesome puppy. Or I felt like we didn't. And they were like, we promise you don't have to do anything. We'll feed him. We'll take care of him. It'll be all on us. And I'm like, yep, sounds great. Did not go down like that. How do I get up there? I don't want to spend too much time here, but it feels like it's not possible to get up there. I hit my head on that rock in particular. Alright, I'm not gonna waste time here because I genuinely don't know how to get that flower. It just didn't seem possible. I'm missing something. That concerns me more than anything else. Anyway, the great thing about my roommate's dog in college is I ended up taking care of it most of the time anyway. Because, you know, I'm not gonna let a dog be uncared for. They're like, we're gonna go for a week. Can you watch the dog? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna not watch a dog.
Thanks, Brandon.
Whoop. Oop, thank you for the follow, Canadian Combat. Come on, get the birdie. Whoop. And then my roommates would always get super jealous because their dog liked me more. Like, the dog was really afraid of storms. And even though the basement was clearly the safest place to be, she would always come upstairs to my room and snuggle with me. My roommates would, like, come up to my room and be like, come on, come with us. She would not. Because everyone wants to snuggle with old man Sugarheart. Like, I'm shaped like my VTuber avatar. And I'm a human heater. So during a cold, scary storm, puppy snuggles. I was the clear and obvious choice. She also had the hardest tail of any dog I have ever seen. Like, she would wag her tail and it would hit the wall and it would sound like someone hitting the wall with a hammer. You're just like, dang, stop that. Like, it's loud enough that you're like, does that hurt? Smash. I can climb back up here, but for what purpose? Did I miss a secret? Like, this is the first time the game's ever been like, you can go backwards. What if... Alright. I've got a theory. You know that flower we couldn't get? What if it suddenly became gettable now that it started snowing? I think the game's trying to tell me something. Nyum. I feel like it got darker. Did the environment change? Just a little bit? That's that flower. There was another one. Was it here? Yeah. No, this didn't suddenly become doable. I just... What? Still a mystery to me. Maybe I jump from the right side and use the double jump to get up to the flowers. It just doesn't seem possible. I don't know. There've been a couple flowers like that in this game where you're like, that's not doable, and you manage to do it, and you're like, oh, okay. This looks bleak. I want to go back to my snow hole. Winter's my favorite season. And not just because I look like Santa Claus. Okay, but... Again. These weird things that I don't know how to deal with. There's secrets, but I'm missing something, like some ability that I've gotten. Like I can call Neva. Maybe we're gonna have to go back through here. Like we get an ability, then we go back, and then we come back here, do the things. What if I'm choosing to do this in the wrong order? What if the ability was to the section to the right? Okay. Then if I get the ability last, it's going to trigger the final boss fight. This will never work out for me. There's a lot of FOMO going on. Okay. Need the middle one specifically. Oh, what happened? Now this one. Oh. Sassafras. Dog. Oh, God. Alright, beat guys up with my bare hands. Ow! That's how this game goes. Like, you get surprised by a fight, it kicks your butt, and then you're like, oh, obviously I need to do this, and then you beat it the second time. How'd I do, puppy? Could have done better. Okay. Dog. Dog. Hmm. Can I break these with my sword? I can. Okay. Alright, we're learning. We're growing. Wonder if that would have gotten me a few secrets earlier in the game. Yeah, I get it. Infinite baddies. But I have to kill you in order to get it to respawn. So I can get this flower. You can just live down there. That's your home now. There was one winter when I had a downtown apartment, and I could not make it home for the winter. And so I spent Christmas all alone in my downtown apartment. And it was mainly a college town. And everybody else had gone home. And I had like the coolest apartment. It was both the best and the worst. Because I was in an old converted attic. So I was like 3 or 4 stories up. And I can see a good chunk of the town from up there. And it was the emptiest I've ever seen it. There was nobody. And there was freshly fallen snow. It was like, it was the prettiest and nicest thing. Mom dog? Is that mom dog? Mom dog. What are you doing, mom dog? Mom dog? Trying to think of what I did that winter. Hey, did this change at all? No. Okay, one last try. I'm wondering, like, what video game era that was for me in my downtown apartment. I want to say it was around, like, XCOM Enemy Unknown. Is, you know, staying in my cozy apartment, playing video games, like, all alone. That's kind of like the ideal Christmas for me. Don't tell my kids I said that. Get him, doggy. I don't know why I'm startling birds, but it feels important. Like, I love my kids. And I enjoy Christmas with my family and all. But I can't act like they're not work. Like, there's something to be said for, you know, just being by yourself. Hey, it's Mom Dog. She's missing one of her branchlers. Standing all up in there like she's Bambi's dad. Oh God! Let me go! Oh no! Don't you hurt my puppers! Puppy! Come on, let's go. It's your mom. She's good. There will be no more sadness in this game. We saved your mom from being filled with dudes. It sounds like a bad your mom joke, but that's literally what happened. Where'd you go, Mama? Hang out with me, puppy. We're not gonna get separated. Okay. Consider this. Die. Whoop. Yep, come here. Whew, got a little hairy there for a second. But we get our flower. Where's Dog Mom at? Well, this is pretty. Pretty dark. Okay, cool, but is there something I can do up there? Seems like a great place for a boss fight. Oh, I get it. Neophytes. Did they think that was going to be jarring for me? I fight with the mirror every morning. It's like, you're fat. And I'm like, no, you're fat. It's like, fair. Fair enough. Whew, weird. I mean, that was pretty cool, but still weird. Ow. Need some health. Oh. Okay, that mirror beat me up. It won't happen again. We stand with our back towards the mirror. We'll be fine. Yay, we did it! Alright, the mirror combat. Super cool. I'm way into it. Yeah, weirdly enough, I feel like this would be easier with a smaller monitor. And yes, that is me bragging for no reason. I won a huge gaming monitor in a raffle. And so I've got like this cartoonishly large curved monitor. And like, I've never needed that. I was perfectly happy with like my normal size monitor. Like, if anything, it made me worse at games because like during that mirror jumping exercise, I feel like I'm looking off to the side. Whoa. Hang on. Okay, I can't get that one. I don't know if I can make this jump, doggy. Okay, I see. Oop. Oh, whoa, whoa, wrong way. I see what you're doing to me now. Oh, I thought we were gonna go through phases of like half mirror covered up. There's 3 of me. What? Alright. Like 3 of me might be too many. Alright, I think we did the thing. Was there a great cosmic cube this way? Mom Dog! Mom Dog's faster than us. Do I climb up there? No, no, I've been up there. It's not cosmic at all. Only got 30 minutes left to stream. I wonder if we're going to beat the game. I feel like we are. There's got to be a thrilling conclusion soon, right? We got to fight Sword Lady. Would you stop with this? Quit it. Get off of her. You okay here? Yeah, nuzzled. I'm a coming, Mom Dog. No gongs on this one, just straight up climbing. So I'm supposed to use you as a platform? No? Okay. I get it. Alright. I tried. Can't climb in the hole. There we go. But flower. Oh, I get it. Nope. Check it out. Got it. Tricky. Ew. Run away! That was a close one. I haven't been platforming. I hadn't been platforming since I was a wee baby. I could see this being extremely hard. I'm out here just making it look easy. Yet in Final Fantasy XIV, in the Golden Saucer, whenever you're doing that platforming minigame that comes up, there's always a million people who do that way better than me. Now, I believe this is because they do it every 10 minutes forever. Try and get me. was a dodge, or it should have been. Can't beat me. Not with this turbo tunnel nonsense. Alright, what are you doing? Mom dog to the face. Baby dog to the lower lip. And me right up the nose. Take that, you metaphor for strife. OMG, Neva. Yeah! How are you doing today, Sandra? Did I play Gris? I never played Gris. Similar arty fun adventure? Is it a prequel to this?